Acoustic Crossroads is brought to you by the Team One Automotive Group, Riverview Regional Medical Center, and Family Savings Credit Union. Now, here's Kelli Johnson.
Welcome to Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads. I'm your host, Kelli Johnson. We've got an awesome show lined up for you today. We've got singer-songwriter Ted Amberson in the house, going to do some of his original music. But first, we're going to start the show off with a young lady who I'm very proud to know. I've never seen a young lady more on fire for the Lord. Miss Tori Parris is going to be in studio with us today, opening and closing the show. So you want to check out her music at toriparris.com. And right now, here's our first song from Tori.
To be in your eyes.
Welcome back. It's time for our first song from our guest, Ted Amberson. This is a song called The Other Hand that Ted wrote, and you can check out more from Ted at ReverbNation/Ted Amberson. Right now, The Other Hand.
Whose eyes are you looking through? Do you see what you hear too? Do the signs of the times not offend you? Compromising the size of the venue. We can try, if we die it'll be okay. More than us, it's a voice and it's gotta say everything that you know is a pretense, putting words into rhyme just to make sense. I'm a fake I can take and I never give. On the run from the sun, there's no way to live. Getting high on the lies of our new face. Wish our stars to come alive and bring it back, our firstborn right, with no pause for compromise. I cut a path in a newfound life. Little lies here and there cannot hurt you. When the wall takes a fall, what you gonna do? Run and hide just to find there's nowhere safe. You gotta lie in the bed that you made. I'm a fake I can take and I never give. On the run from the sun, there's no way to live. Getting high on the lies of a new face. Cash money for the rage of a new age. Now you've lost your soul. Wish our stars to come alive and bring it back, our firstborn right, with no pause for compromise. I cut a path in a newfound life. Wish our stars to come alive and bring it back, our firstborn right, with no pause for compromise. I cut a path in a newfound life. He's pulling me back, he's pulling me back with the other hand. He's pulling me back, he's pulling me back with the other hand. He's pulling me back, he's pulling me back with the other hand. He's pulling me back, he's pulling me back with the other hand. Don't let go, just hang on to the other hand.
And that was Ted Amberson with his song, The Other Hand. Thank you so much for being with us today, Ted.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
We were talking earlier, we have a mutual friend, Robin Gardner, that kind of
Yes.
hooked it up, and we both said she's missed her calling in life. She needs to be a manager or publicist or
Absolutely.
something. But
She's really helped me out a lot.
she's a sweet girl. But I'm so glad she introduced us. I love that song, The Other Hand.
Thank you.
That is a good rock song. You've got a good, awesome rock voice. I love it.
I appreciate that.
How did you come up with that song? Because the lyrics they're just a lot of words that fit in there, but it makes sense and it's great. I mean,
It's kind of a wake-up call, probably more to myself than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But when that song first when I first started creating it, it immediately had kind of a buzz around it. And I was in a band at the time, and we were lucky enough to get that on the radio for a short time locally on 105.9.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed a lot of success with that.
I can see why. It's an awesome song. It makes you want to hear it again and again. It's
thank you.
Good. And Chris Wright of 105.9 is so good with local rock artists.
He is.
He helps push them and stuff. And did you record that song with your band Amberson Baggett Band, or was that?
Actually, that was in a band called My Lucky Number, which was
Number.
previous. Currently, I'm singing in a rock band, Amberson Baggett Band. We're an original Southern rock band from Anniston.
Yeah.
And now I'm branching out into Ted Amberson solo music, which is the first time I've really ever done this.
Yeah, you said that. I was thinking you were mainly a solo artist and played with other bands on the side, because you do the solo thing really well.
Well, thank you. I've played guitar for years, and of course with songwriting, but I've always either been in at least a duo or in a rock band or something like that. So this summer I've tried to branch out a little bit more and do some solo stuff. So I'm enjoying the ability to do both now. I kind of get the fix from both sides of it.
Yeah, exactly. And it really keeps you on your toes doing the solo stuff. There's nobody to blame your mistakes on.
Right.
So you got you're up there by yourself. But tell us a little bit, how did you get started in music and know that was what you wanted to do?
I came from a musical family. Both my parents were involved in music ministry at the church that I grew up in. My father he has a master's degree in music education. He was a band director and a church music minister. My mom plays piano, and of course they both sing. So I grew up singing in the home. I was up in front of people at a young age, and I always was encouraged to do that. So,
That's so great.
It's been a part of my life since my earliest memories.
That I love that musical household, and I've got 3 kids, and I've got every instrument that I can get laying around, hoping they'll just pick it up and start playing it. And so far they do. If I just kind of stay out of it and leave them alone a little
Can't
bit.
push them too hard.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So, but you're on Reverb Nation. You've got some music on there.
Yes, I
Reverb
do. I've
Nation?
got some music that I recorded years ago that I played the instruments, and I had some guest musicians on as well. And I'm working on hopefully a solo. I guess you still call it an album, but working on a solo album, and with the Amberson Baggett Band, we've got 1 CD out, and then we're working on our second one as well.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to hear more music from you, and we're going to take just a short break, and we'll be right back to hear more music from Ted Amberson. Welcome back to Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads. Make sure you check out our website at kacrossroads.com. There you can see a lineup of all of our guests and their music, and also you can watch the full episode on kacrossroads.com. Right now our guest is Ted Amberson with us today, sharing some of his original music. Thanks for sticking around, Ted.
Thank you, Kelly.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing some more of your music, but people that want to come out and hear you have a regular gig at Heroes in Jacksonville. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Playing at Heroes next on July 27th, and then again in August. I'll pick up with the first Thursday of each month.
So the first Thursday. And you play anywhere else local around here? Like
the Cheehaw Brewing Company and the Peerless in Anniston.
Peerless is a good staple for music. They're music lovers there.
It is. Everybody knows the Peerless. Even in Nashville, people know
exactly.
the Peerless.
Yeah.
And there's several other opportunities that I'm still working on, but I hope to be branching out into Etowah County and Gadsden, Rainbow City area also.
Great. Yeah, there's some great places in Etowah County to play, and maybe we can talk about that a little bit later off camera and tell you where to play. But you said that you've got another song, The Inside, that we're going to be doing. Tell us a little bit about how you wrote the song Inside.
I don't like to really tell people what a song is about, because I'd like for people to be able to kind of interpret it and what it means to them. But for me, that song is kind of an epic. It was written at a time when I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with my life, and it made me want to pursue a career in music.
That's awesome.
So it's really been a catalyst, and it's kind of a reminder to me of where I have come from, and my goals.
That's so great. I love those personal songs, but it sounds like it can relate to, maybe it'll get other people fired up too.
I hope
relate
so.
To a lot of other people. And you've been working on songwriting a lot more lately, did you?
I have. Lately, I go through cycles like most musicians do. do.
Oh, yeah.
For a certain amount of time, I'll just have a lot of creative ideas, and I'll try to put them all down and record them all. And then when I come out of that cycle and I'm not feeling as creative, I'll try to put together some of the pieces.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in that phase right now, kind of coming out of the creative and starting to put together some of the different segments I've written, and hopefully get some good songs out of it.
That's a great way of looking at it. I'm usually the same way, and I call it dry spells, or, you know, sometimes it's just flowing, but, you know, creative people are notoriously unorganized, or at least I am.
I am too.
I like that idea about getting it all down while it's coming, and then just go back and kind of tweak it up later. That's a great tip for songwriters.
And I try not to put too much pressure on myself, because you know, writer's block or whatever you call it, sometimes that can be just so frustrating.
It can.
So I try to roll with the punches and do whatever's easiest.
I hear you. Well, that's a great idea. Well, right now we're going to hear your second song called Inside. Make sure you check out Ted Amberson at Reverb Nation /Ted Amberson or Facebook.com/Ted Amberson Music.
Welcome back to everything. Nothing has changed. It's easy to see how nothing's rearranged. Hooray for them, you said. They got what they deserved. And it's over now. The lesson's been learned, and you just can't deny that you've heard it before. When there's nothing to lose, you can only get more of the same old advice about opening doors. Look inside. Looking for answers, I'll wade through the world. Questions rise everywhere, answers unheard. No, I did not agree to sanction this cause. The trick is to walk, you see, before you can crawl. But no one is perfect, and I can't complain. In between dusk and dawn, there is always some rain. I just need some perspective to keep me insane deep inside. So now we walk away with nothing to hide. No more anger, it's been up inside. But it can't be worth it to lose all you'd earned, all that I hoped you'd save was tossed out and burned. And I don't mean to preach, but I just can't believe how those words that you promised were not meant to be. But if you still insist on agreeing with me, don't deny. Everything's changed. It's so hard to figure out how it's all rearranged. Forget them all, you said. They'll get what they deserve. And who are they to say your dreams are absurd? And you just can't deny that you've heard it before. When there's nothing to lose, you can only advice about opening doors. Look inside, go inside. I'm trapped on the inside. I'm trapped on the inside. Trapped on the inside.
And welcome back to Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads. It's time now for what we call our homegrown clip of the week. These are clips that our viewers send in. You can do it with your cell phone or have somebody else tape you, upload the link to Facebook or YouTube, and then just send us the link at kacrossroads.com or Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads on Facebook. Today we've got Tim Sparks. He's a guitarist for Joker. If you've been in and around the Calhoun County area, you know you've heard of Joker. Right now he's looking to put together a new band. So if you're interested in playing with Tim, contact him at timsparks1@yahoo.com. And right now, Tim Sparks. And that was our homegrown clip of the week with Tim Sparks. Once again, Tim is looking for a band to put together. So if you're interested in playing with him, contact him at timsparks1@yahoo.com. And please send us in your homegrown videos. You can just upload a link to Facebook or YouTube and send us that link to kacrossroads.com or Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads on Facebook. Once again, we're going to end with Tori Parris and David Humphrey. Please check out Miss Tori's music at toriparris.com. And I'm sure you'll love what you hear. You got more to come. And we're going to do Tori's original song,
To Find You Here.
To Find You Here. Y'all take it away, guys.